everybody, my name is Nolan, and today I will be defining de Tocqueville's view of America's restless spirit and how this related to America's inventive spirit and the influx of industrial engineers. So basically, Alex de Tocqueville is a visitor to America that lives in France, and when he visited America, he had a definition of it that's, quote, "An American will build a house in which to pass his old age and sell it before the roof is on. He will plant a garden and rent it just as the trees are coming into bearing. He will clear a field and leave others to reap the harvest. He will take up a profession and leave it, settle in one place and soon go off elsewhere with his changing desires. If his private business allows him a moment relaxation, he will plunge at once into the whirlpool of politics." So basically, what Tocqueville is saying here is this generation of America that he was viewing has a restless entrepreneurial spirit. They just want to make money all the time, and they're finding new ways to do it all the time, which is very true. This generation of like 1820 to 1830, they were they loved to invent things, and they were very entrepreneurial. So, for example, America had great inventive spirit. So, for example, this guy named Gale Borden from New York, he was just a poor farm boy, but then he decided to invent the terrapin wagon to help him on his farm. And he also invented a condensing milk process, which, and also Vermonter John Deere, he invented farm implements, and that's where we get the famous John Deere brand from, which I'm sure all of you know about. And that was created by this guy. And so there were lots of inventors in America at that time, and they obviously made lots of money from their inventions, and they had a very restless spirit. And there was also industrial entrepreneurs such as Andrew Carnegie, John D. Rockefeller, and Strauss. And Andrew Carnegie was in 1835, he became an entrepreneur, and he started out from virtually nothing, and he just worked his way up. And John D. Rockefeller was in 1839, and Strauss was in 1829, and he worked his way up with his mercantile store. And so there were tons of entrepreneurs in America just working their way up from the bottom of the ladder to the top of the ladder and becoming rich. But also, there was a bad side to this restless spirit. Some people used America's capitalism society to their advantage in a bad way. Jim Bowie developed fraudulent land grants, so he cheated people out of their land, and he ended up getting 45,700 acres owned. He was one of the biggest landowners in America, all because of his illegal land grants. Eventually, he did go to jail, but he ended up burning most of the fraudulent land grants before he went to jail, so nobody would discover them. "There is not one who does not desire, even confidently expect, to become rich," end quote. That is what somebody said about this America at the time. America loves capitalism and just loves money and making money, and it is shown by all of these examples that that is true. Thank you. That is my presentation.